welcome to another episode of This Knitty Life. Going a bit off grain again today, I've had a request to do a bit of a stash tour. Yes, I said tour because I'm from the northeast and not tour. A stash tour. Accents are weird, aren't they? Yeah, I have actually cleaned up my little area. So I don't know whether I might just do one drawer at a time, because I do organise it by, these are just are they even called Malm? M-A-L-M drawers from IKEA. These are the newer ones, so this top drawer is actually thinner and then they get bigger, which is inconvenient. These ones here, they always seem to do this, are all the same size. Like depth is what I mean. So I thought I might just cover one of them at the minute. So what in theory I would like to do is to do a bit of a destash. So top drawer is neutrals and like literally like creams and stuff. Second one is blues. Bottom one, it's all spectrum. It's totally full of bursting. These ones have always got a bit random in the corner because they're kind of squished in there, but there's quite a lot of brights in there. And then I've got another drawer over there which is all random DK, like single skein DK. I do have a box in the cupboard which is like garment quantities ish, so I could probably do that too. And I've got lots of little drawers as well, full of yummy things. So we'll have a little look. Okay, so it's probably best to do it this way around. So this is a lot of like random mini skeins in here. Some are very much still in like their original form, shall we call it. Yeah, I've still got a lot like this. Oh, can be dye, is it dye ninja? Dye ninja, yeah, I used to really like that yarn. I don't think they dye anymore. I've got quite a lot of these 5 moons, which I know I got from Yarndale, probably 500 years ago. To stitch up, look at this one. The light's really good, it's really foggy today. Yeah, I do have also lots of self-striping kicking about too. That's a nice bubblegummy colour. Make sure we're going to put them back as we go, Rachel. Okay. And what's in here? So this one, I feel like I got quite a lot of this for Christmas. So we've got a gorgeous Woolly Mama. I really like Woolly Mama. Cosmic Love. Cosmic Love, look at this. This is a caked up one. And this is Electric Dreams. Again, it's Woolly Mama. I definitely got this for Christmas because she had a sale. Hers are, dare I say, cheaper than most. I think hers are about 16 still, which is like, no one seems to do them at that price anymore. Because obviously, fair enough. This is Bobble and Badger. So I did my, one of my Lentors in their yarn. So this is a 4-ply. This is called Snowy Mountain. So this is what was supposed to be like reasonably new stash. I got this one in a destash, which is a Botanical Yarns one. Just like a good old solid charcoaly colour. Another Woolly Mama one, live wire. I think I might have a garment on the go in this, and then I've got stuck that's bottom up, and you know how I am with instructions. That's another 4-ply. I did a big haul a while ago of everything's a bit fluffy of Rainbow Heirloom. I love Rainbow Heirloom. This is one of my favourites, Princess Rockstar. No, a new nail polish, that one is. And this one is Guilty Pleasure. I like Princess Rockstar. I like that one too, but I've got that somewhere. I got this in a destash. This is Monster Mash. This is James Makes Yarn. I have his advent calendar coming. I'm excited about that. And what's making everything fluffy is this. This is a Botanical Yarns. This is a birthday cake one. I've got some yarn that matches this kicking about. Is it in my neutral drawer? Don't know. I do have, I think I've got 2 of these, and I've got 2 in 4-ply as well, somewhere. So in theory, this was for a garment, probably held with something or other. I like a DK pair of socks, and I think you should make them too. They're really quick. Maybe I'll do a sock haul as well at some point, because my drawers are very overflowing with socks. Yep, so that is that one. Bear with. These are just, I've just got this unit yesterday. So I got this is from B&M, so it's not got anything in it yet, so it's just to replace. I've just got things that were piled up here. I did start to pull some stuff out to destash before, so I can have a little look at that. So yeah, they're empty at the minute. Dun, dun, dun. This box, I have obviously got this in a destash. This is a Spectrum Advent Calendar. This is last year, no, this is the year before. This is 2023. So I won't crinkle it because it's really loud and I hate that noise. If you recall, I do have this in a DK weight, and I'm making my nails, a granny square cardigan. You know, it's got the knitted sleeves. Can't remember who does it, but I got this in a destash, so I got more of it. Put that there. And then this is 2024's Advent, so it's often a fade. Can't quite remember. Look at this one. Look at this one. I can only see my ends in the darkest, at a guess. But look, things are still in packets. So yeah, this is how her Advents come. In these boxes. It's not normally bashed like this. However, this year is a 20-day one, and she doesn't often do 20-day ones. I think her first one that she did was a 24, 25-day one, but I don't think she's done it for a really long time. So I think I've got them every year. So it's a 20, yeah, a full Advent, we'll call it. These are normally just like 12 days of Christmas. So obviously, yeah, so it says sock. I think that's maybe this one. Yeah, just so much to kind of get through. And obviously I subscribe to her club as well. So yes, I have an awful lot of her yarn, an awful lot. Crinkle. Bit of commercial there. I've got the most insane amounts of commercial. I do like this one though. That's the Aran one, and that's the DK one. I do have an awful lot of commercial yarn. So this drawer, how do I do this? Do I get them out? Let me have a little think. This is supposed to be my neutral drawer, but things have gone in there. But this drawer is like you can see it's a really short drawer. Maybe I'll get it out. What are we on now? 9 o'clock. I'm just a bit conscious of the dogs and Rob's not in. Let me have a little think. Right, so I've just pulled out the drawer. For some reason I couldn't get the organiser things out. So this is technically what I refer to as my neutral drawer. So I'll be perfectly honest, if you watch my podcast at all, you know that I tend not to knit in these colours. However, I have got myself a bit emotionally attached to some of it. But in theory, I've had all this yarn for a really long time. Well, most of it for a really long time. That goes with another set from another drawer. And it could probably be parted with, shall we say. But we'll go through a little bit. I'm just going to sit like this. We'll go through it and have a little look, and I'll have a little think about what I'm going to, do it like this, what I'm going to cull and what I'm not going to cull. And I'll see if I can remember the yarn and the dyers. But it is all old yarn, so I can't imagine you can get it anymore. Okay. Right. This one is a Christmas yarn. I believe it's a hedgerow. Yes, it is. This is hedgerow yarn. It's a Christmas sparkle. Obviously, super duper yummy. Looks like a four ply sparkle. You've got eyes, I assume. So yep, that one is super nice. I think I have started a couple of things many a times with this, so in theory yeah, it's not got knit. I think what I'll probably end up doing with in terms of destashing is recaking them so they look a bit more presentable. But yeah, that's a hedgerow yarn one. This is Teacup. Is it Teacup? This is a hedgehog fibres, and I ended up doing a swap with this for someone at Knit Group years ago. Like, yeah, it's pre-pandemic since we did this Knit Group. So donkey's old, but this is, I'm sure it's called Teacup or something like that. And this is a hedgehog fibres one. I thought I had more of this, but it's funny how this one feels a lot different to the others. Like, I think the consistency of hedgehog is quite different. This has got to be a Fine Fish Yarns. So Lovely Terry, excuse me, Lovely Terry was a big part of the knitting community. And I believe she then went into midwifery, so but she doesn't dye anymore. But her girls were kind of similar age-ish to mine, something like that. But oh, she was delightful. I love Terry. But yeah, she's not on the knitting stratosphere anymore. She was based in Ireland along with Hutch from Dye Candy. They were really good friends. But I'm sure that's a fine fish. But you'll see a lot of fine fish here. I do have a lot of them. But yeah, that one's super yummy. And this one is leftovers from Floof Fibres. They've just had a rebrand, I think. I think the unseen yarn now, so it was Floof Fibre. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sure it's called unseen yarn now. And this colour's quite out of their colour range. Like normally hers are quite dark. So that one's quite a different one. This one, I believe, is a yarn dye that doesn't dye anymore. I want to say it's like a German. I'm not going to get these back in, am I, with one hand? Wildest Dreams, it's called. Oh, no, I'm lying. It's Spectrum. Rachel. It's what looks like quite old Spectrum. I think that's the German one. Yeah, so this one looks like a Spectrum fibre. Not quite sure how that one's wangled in there. We'll put that in my Spectrum pile. This is another Fine Fish Yarns. So I think, yeah, just need to tidy them up a little bit because that doesn't look particularly appealing in terms of selling them. But it's got some gorgeous neon pops in it. It's really nice. I can't remember the names of them all, obviously. This one, I'm sure, is a German dyer. I want to say like Biff something. But again, gorgeous, but I really just don't particularly knit with this kind of colour palette anymore. Yeah, this one is Fine Fish Yarns. This, I think, is called, you can see I've used this a couple of times, something like Work Christmas Party or something, if I recall. I'll keep this one because I really like this one. I've had it a long time. I've clearly knit something with it and then stopped knitting something with it. But yeah, I really like that one. This one's gorgeous as well. Really fun neon. Pops can't think who it is. It's very well skeined. That's not done by me. But that's really nice. I'm a bit croaky. It is very early. I say early. It's 9 o'clock. I've been up for a while. Oh, very croaky there. Look at this one. That's gorgeous. Oh, the mighty Nora George, of course. Those who have been in the yarny world for a while will know Nora George, the lovely Tracy. She doesn't dye anymore. She has become, I think she's become a bit of an artist. She definitely draws, but she was wildly popular back in the day with a load of Harry Potter yarns. They were gone in seconds. It was on Etsy, and it was one of those kind of ones where they were gone in seconds. This is We Are Never Getting Back Together. And I feel like I had a full skein of this, and then I got this one in a destash. This is a Taylor Swift one, when that song originally came out. So it's a little 50 gram one, but I'm sure I've knit something with the original one, and then I made sure I had a backup of this one, but again, it's been there for a really long time. This is also Nora George. This is called Maths. Like, oh, she was really good. Like, the speckle's beautiful. Yeah, it's a little 20 grammer. These ones are leftovers from a project. I need to go and get a drink. This is Black Elephant, classic black elephant. Pull my hair out of it. That would be nice. Yeah, I knit a garment in this, and these are the leftovers. So in theory, just sat there, not getting used. So I could definitely put those in a destashy pile. This one, are you fine fish as well? You don't look like fine fish, but I think you are. I want to say this is called Lola. I want to say one of the kids was called that. They had tricky Irish names, dare I say. But yeah, I don't think there's not a self-striping or anything like that. But yeah, that one is also in there. And then I've got obviously this gorgeous set, Crinkle Crinkle, which is a Layer Family Yarns. I did go through, it was the Iron Bridge collection. I did go through a phase of getting all of these, and I had quite a lot of them because they did them monthly, I believe. I'm planning on keeping hold of this. Whilst they're not my usual brightness, they're so beautifully dyed. Look at them. They're so beautifully dyed, and I've kept them in here. Yes, I am planning on keeping hold of that. Something else that was randomly in here. Like, I don't know if this is kind of any use, any interest. Like, in theory, I could use it over time. So this is Castleview Yarns advent calendar. My leftovers. So what did I make with this? I made a jumper. So I love this soft sock that she does. It's like, so this is a normal 4-ply, and then you can see it's just like the twist is different. And this is, well, saying that's sparkly and that's not sparkly. But I think it's all Castleview. So like, yeah, so I knit the jumper with a bit of mohair. Some look like the sparkly ones. Maybe it's 2 different advents together. Who knows, Rachel? Who knows? But in theory, plenty there to do, like mitts, to do hats, to do something with this colour work. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. Yeah, so that's just been hanging out in that bag. And that's kind of the extent of that drawer. I do have, this isn't in the colour family, but this Castleview Yarns as well, which is a 50-gram sock set, which was the Scales and Tails Advent 2022, which I think is what I'm looking at here. Gorgeous again, I've just not used it. And also hanging out here is this was the Christmas skein for Black Elephant, or number 24 at least, a 50-gram from an advent I did from her years ago, a good while ago. Look, I really like how that's caked up, wound up. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? Yeah, so again, I've not used that either. So what I tend to do on, sometimes I destash on my page, but sometimes I destash on the, it's called Yarn Snobs on Facebook. Something I just want to show you as well, I'm careful with this, that I just found in the drawer is this, which is cute. It'd be nice if it said This Knitty Life, but it's a stamp that says hand knitted by Rachel. I think my friend Emily got me this. My friend Emily I went to college with, and she lives in Edinburgh now. And I never ever see her because she lives too far away, but we chat nearly every day. So you stamp it on here, and then there's some little twine, and you can tie it to your project. Probably should get back in I say get back in the habit of that. I don't actually knit for many people anymore. But yeah, that's that drawer. Right, while I'm still up here, because I need to go and get to the dogs, Here's a sock, a fab funky vibe sock. So this is a Spectrum. This is looking very tatty. This is an original advent calendar. So this is what they used to look like. And, you know, some random things in there. It's not 2020. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, I think I got this in a destash. I split it with Carly, my bestie. And that's what my original litmus is. But these are obviously just bits of Spectrum. Oh, hang on, that's too close. Look at this one. What are you? You're beautiful. I like you. This bit. Some yellowies. Yeah, this is original. This is called Club Tropicana, this one. I know that one. Oh, look, you're cute. Let's take you downstairs. Just gorgeous bits and bobs. But literally, like, this is a mint chocolate chip one. But this is crazy. This is just, it's called Stella, this one. Got my hair off it. DK. But yeah, there's literally just boxes and boxes of random things. Sorry, that's out of focus. Yeah, there's just boxes of random bits of yarn literally everywhere. I've put a tiny bit back. That's quite good. Good going. So see if I can think about rescanning some of that and destashing it. But yeah, the next drawer I'll probably do is this one, which is a very, very full drawer. It's very, very full. And also lots of quite dark and moody ones. So let's see. Oh, look, there's a bit of Wool & Vine in there. And my favourite Poor Unfortunate Souls. This gorgeous one from Jen. Northbound Knitting, some American stuff. Oh, some more Nora George, Fairy Tale in New York. Look at this. Look at that. Right, I need to go and sort the dogs out. Hello. Right, we are a good couple of weeks later to do some more of the stash tour. I have my radiator sweater by Jorge Locatelli and my litmus on today. It's cold in the house. It's really cold. So yeah, just a little bit of things to keep me warm. So yeah, I think I'm going to do the blues. The blues today is the plan. And then I'd already stuck some stuff in CapCut from last time, and I think it was already about 19 minutes. So we'll see how the blues go, because I've got lots of stash, and otherwise it'll be like a 2-hour video. So let's break it up into chunks, shall we? So right, well, I think we'll do the blues draw. Okay, so this is how, I say blues, it's really not. It is very much stuffed in here. So there are definitely purples in there, and lighter blues, and purpley ones, and grey ones, and packs of things, and gorgeous things. So right, I guess we'll get it out, shall we? Am I going to regret this? Okay, so this is how it's looking. It's humongous. Kind of blues, greys, bits of purple, bits of brown, and bits of white. Obviously full skeins, lots of part skeins, but we'll just have a little look through it, shall we? I have got a little basket down here that I've got some ready to destash, but these are all going to fall out. Very crinkly. What's really tricky is, whilst I'm definitely a neon girl, these things are really handy to have, aren't they? They're really handy to have these kind of colours. So I guess I'll go through the colours, and because I'm me, I generally know where I got everything from. So like this one, I've got 2 of these. I know I have. Anyway, there's 2 of them. This is by Done. I got this at Yarndale, but we don't know which year, obviously. And I remember I was there with all of my knit group friends, and I turned around to ask someone something, and it was somebody else, and I just randomly started talking to this woman who was there. But I do that anyway. Yeah, so there's 2 of those. They're 4-ply. Oh, there it is. But I love that. When I got them, I was really in my 4-ply garment making era. I've got loads of like Sunset Highways and is it the Cipolla and all of those kind of ones in 4-ply. So it is lovely. It is singles one, this one. Yeah, 366 singles. Obviously they aren't in the UK. I'm terrible at languages, I don't know where they're from. But yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous still, remains gorgeous. This one's a pretty special one, Luna's Thestrals. This is Dusty Dimples. I'm not sure she's actually dying anymore, but yeah, it was Luna's Thestrals. Yeah, it's a really nice grey with loads of pops of colours in. A candle's on, which kind of just scared me for a minute then because it was making a flickery noise. This one I think I have in mohair as well. It is, Wilma's just heard the noise too. I'm pretty sure this is Fine Fish Yarns. I'm sure I found the original photo the other day of when I bought it. It's black with loads of pops in. There's some teal and some purple, but I'm sure I have it on mohair somewhere. I think it might be downstairs. This is a new one actually. This is a new acquisition, reasonably, that I got. Here comes Peggy from Vinted. Hi. Brilliant. Can you maybe not do that? No. Right. No. Jump over there. Dog hair included. Right. So as I was saying, this I got from Vinted on a destash. She's just had a tea, Peggy. She just smells like you. It is Vanellope von Schweetz, which is from Wreck-It Ralph. And I'm planning on making a hat. I've actually printed out a pattern for this. Stay here, Wilma. But it's got this gorgeous, like, minty pop as well. Should I go back to one? That might be easier. Yep, so that one's gorgeous. This one I've had a while. This is a Vullen Vine. This I've had for a long time. Oh. A Vullen Vine one. This is called Stella Banshee. This must be quite an old one, but I've not used it. Like, it's gorgeous, and I guess this would, in theory, go, Peggy, in my neutral drawer. But I don't really use neutrals, so I think that might go in my basket. Snuggly Stars. I think she's having a little bit of a break from dyeing now. This is a sport weight one. I've got, it's called Sax Blue. It's like it's grey, but it's got a bit of a purple tinge to it too. I've got quite a few of her sport weights actually. I really like them. I'm sure it's sport weight, yeah. But it's really good. Really like that one too. Good trusty old Black Elephant. I've had this a while. This is a singles. Peggy, I really don't want that noise in my ear while I'm recording. She's very chewy at the minute. Can you see the bed's moving because she's biting? Peggy. I made my Martha, a jumper with this, held with something. I can't actually think what it is, but this is how much I've got left. Probably make a nice pumpkin if I doubled it together. This is another sport one. This is Amazing Terry at Fine Fish Yarns. This is like a really light grey with blues and greens and browns and some navy blue, like even just like this tiny little bit. Look how nuts that is. Like, I'm sorry if you can hear Peggy making that noise. Peggy, please stop it. But that's lovely. This is one of my favourites. I've got a couple of bits left. This is Bird Street yarn and indigo or something like that. I've got a garment in it and it's one of my favourites. This is just my leftovers. It's one of my favourites. It's got so many fun colours in it. This is a little bit of Kate Celine from her Trolls collection from many moons ago. I've definitely got a little bit of Kate Celine over there as well, which I maybe showed you in the earlier video. But this is one of the Trolls colourways. This is another one of my favourites. I've got a full one of this somewhere else too. Hang on, no, not quite. Here. So this is from Black Elephant. This one is singles and that one's normal 4-ply. Oh, that has got the name. Oh, life's hard, Peggy. I can't remember what it's called. It begins with an A, I'm sure it does. It's hard with one hand, you know. Alandrit. I'm not quite sure, but it's been one of my favourites for a while. I do have a garment in this. I believe a 4-ply garment. And can you remember I stalled for it for ages? Those who watch meticulously. It's in my drawer. I'm not getting up to show you. And these look like just bits and bobs from I'm not quite sure where. So there's a bit of that left. This is a singles left, dark grey. This is then darker than that. So it's helpful for like things like shawls or like heels and toes and stuff. So there's quite a lot of like bits like that. This one I've had for maybe 400 years. There's probably maybe 50 grams there. I'm sure I made something in it. I'm pretty sure I got this at a Armley Mills festival. Theo's gone on a school trip there in a couple of weeks. Have I showed you that one? Oh, I've got 2. Oh, nice. I have 2 of these. That's helpful. I've got lots of this kicking around. Lots of it's caked up. And yeah, I can see 3 here alone. So this one is called Poor Unfortunate Souls. So another word I say differently along with tour is poor. So I would say poor unfortunate souls and people would say poor. So again, this was, and I think I've probably got at least another couple of these. So this is on 4-ply. This is dye candy. You can see how her labels have changed. If I could put my hands on it, I can't at the minute. Where is it? Can't see for looking. Anyway, and I was going to make a Weekender by Andrea Mowry because I really like the shoulder detail and I like the drop shoulder. However, I really dislike bottom-up sweaters. Like I really, really do. But this is one of my favourites, despite it not being a neon colour at all. One of my favourites. I must have at least about 5 of them because I was going to hold it double. So what I'd done is like just got them in destashes and things like that. That's Peg. I think I got this on a destash too. This is Northbound Knitting. So this is an American one. Grey with bits of brown, lots of lighter brown, darker brown, a bit more grey bluey. I think it was just the appeal of getting an American, the crypt it's called, getting an American yarn. But who knows? This one is reasonably recently actually. This is Rainbow Heirloom, who are based in Scotland, Edinburgh specifically. Gorgeous colour. This is called Wicked Pacific. Oh, it's so nice. She's really good. I really think she's quite an underrated dyer. It's so the depth of it is just amazing. It's so good. Right, I've got a couple of these. What are these? This is my lovely friend Jen, Dr. Jen. This is Your Song. This is from her Moulin Rouge collection. So I've known, I call her Dr. Jen because when I knew her, she was a doctor. Oh, I still don't know her now, but she was a doctor. Our babies are kind of the same age-ish. Her daughter's like 6 weeks older than Martha, but consequently in a different school year. But yeah, I've known Jen for a very long time. So yeah, when Jen started her yarn company, she was just amazing at it straight away. So this is her gorgeous, is it soft sock? Yeah, soft sock, because they're all quite different, but I love the twist on this. So in theory, this was supposed to be for a garment, but I just have kind of fallen out of love with 4-ply garments. In theory, it could be doubled up and like doubled up and put with quite a lot of things, really. Could be put with this. There's loads of things, but it's called Your Song. Another fabulous Fine Fish Yarns. Look how good she was. This is a sport weight too. I showed you this one. I don't know, but oh, she was so good. No, Crystal Castles. Look, I feel like I've got one. I've got one. I'm quite good at remembering what I've got 2 of. So I think I started making a snowman in this, like a little toy, last Christmas. I wonder if that's probably still in the needle somewhere downstairs. But I've got a little pin with this little guy on somewhere as well, this little puffer fish. Did you know puffer fish have teeth? Like loads of teeth, like quite scary teeth. But yeah, look, the speckles were incredible. Like if you see Terry's yarn in a destash, I would just jump on that because she was so good. This one I got from a destash from the Little Grey Girl. This is Garn Stories. So this was my absolute tipple when we were in Edinburgh. My tummy's rumbling. When we were in Edinburgh Yarn Festival time. So obviously that's not been since 2019. I've not had it quite that long. But again, I've got two to kind of make a something, and it would be a gorgeous something. Like that would be a really nice like long sleeve 4-ply jumper. It's just kind of making myself do it. Really, but that's another beautiful one. This one is, I'm pretty sure it is Bird Street Yarn in Barnum, as in from The Greatest Showman. Pretty sure that's what that is. And I remember when this came, I was still working at home. I was still working in my banking life, and it sat on my desk to make me happy because I was very sad in that job. And yeah, it was kind of lockdown not long before I got diagnosed with ADHD. Always in trouble for not concentrating and looking out the window. Always trouble for getting distracted. Always trouble for this. Always in trouble for that. It was in the height of those days, and you know, some things never change. This one is a beauty I got on a destash, which is a fabulous Nora George Fairy Tale in New York. I think this is going to be on my list to knit this Christmas. I've got another one as well that I would quite like to knit as well, which is a Botanical Yarns greeny coloured one. But I love this one. Tracy was also absolutely fabulous at dyeing yarn. Again, another one who isn't dyeing yarn anymore. I do have lots of bits and bobs of hers kicking about here. But yeah, I think I mentioned before she was famous for doing all the Harry Potter colours and stuff. She did one, I think she did one show, which was the Nottingham Yarn Show about 1,000,000 years ago. But she had a fabulous stand. This is another Lunar Thestrals, but it's caked up. But again, like this one then looks quite similar to, kind of a bit similar to this one. It's a lot lighter. And this one is Down Sheepy Lane. This is, oh, the name's going to drop out my head. Well, Down Sheepy Lane. I got this one at Debbie at Down Sheepy Lane. Duh. I got this at when Wool Monty was in the original place. I think it's the original Wool Monty show, and she did 50 grams. But again, Debbie's not on the scene anymore. I know, dare I say, I know she got very ill. So I really do hope she's actually still with us. But I've not heard anything about her or from her. If anyone is still in touch at all or has any updates, that would be appreciated. This is a bit tricky. This one I got to knit with, I think this is actually like, dare I say, commercial. Dum, dum, dum. Doesn't look commercial, but it is. Yeah, this is the Yarn Collective. I think I got this from Wool Warehouse. Stormy Grey. The Yarn Collective, and the plan was, I think this is what I've got to knit on that crochet garment I was doing with the squares. Something that's handily in a little bag here is some black elephant. So I did have this on DK, and I do have a garment in it. Let me just, sorry. Yep, so this is it. I do have it. I do have a garment in this yarn. So this is the I Smell Snow collection. That one has just gone in there. I feel like there's a fifth one somewhere, which is a Gilmore Girls reference. Fun story. I've never actually watched Gilmore Girls. I feel like I've watched the first 15 minutes, maybe about 7 times, and then never got further than that. But I love these colours regardless of what they were from. That one says super proud. That one says see if it brings you joy. You've been gooped. Uber, as in Uber, not October. I feel like there's another one. So this one looks like it's gone in there, which is the teacup. Oh, that's the one I said I've got. Actually, I think I've put it in there, have I? Yeah. These are my big pile of pyjamas on the floor. That's how I roll. Yeah, so this is just like a little 4-ply mini set. So I did buy it on DK, and then as I ordered it and it was shipping, she very generously sent, I'm sure she sent this for me, just as a little present. Petra is very climate orientated, and she appreciated the amount of time that I spend list picking my area, which is a humongous job, and just sent it as a well done, and like it's appreciated. So how nice was that? So yeah, I do have this Layer Family Yarn one, but it has all fallen out and made a big mess. It is the Smoky Mini Skein set. It's very purpley. But yes, it has all fallen out. So this is how we're looking. And that is draw number 2. Yes, which one's your favourite? What do you like? Do you have any of them? Is there anything you desperately want? Like, you know, I have got my eye. I'm after some more alpaca fluff. I am wanting to maybe raise some pennies. I am supposed to get a tattoo on Tuesday, so I need to magic up £200 too. So, you know. Right, yes, so that is draw number 2. So I think if that was about nearly 20 minutes and the other one was, that'll do for this lot of the stash tours or look inside my drawers, whatever you rather calling it. The Spectrum drawer is a big one because I've got advent calendars in progress, advent calendars not started, and I get the Gems Club every month as well. So that drawer, that has the biggest drawer in the drawers and is the fullest. Can't actually get in it anymore. So maybe that needs to be a separate video. And then I've got 3 more other drawers, and then I've got all my DK as well. So yeah, it's safe to say I've got quite a lot of yarn. But you know, it could be worse. It could be like those fancy shoes with the red bottoms. But you know. So that, I hope you've enjoyed looking at these. Thank you very much for the request for it. I think it'll just be a bit of slapdash editing and get this up for the sake of having another video up. Because I'm aware there's been a bit of a gap. But yeah, we're on like, what's the 26th of October now. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed seeing inside this today. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to destash out of this lot, to be perfectly honest, because whilst none of it's like neon, I do really like it all. There's bits and bobs, but you know, when you're like, surely that's just pointless to do. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for joining me. I do really appreciate it. Bye.